Hey yo, what's up everybody and welcome to another episode of Versus here on Two Player Co-op. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
How we doing?
I'm doing really good. This is going to be a fun one. Last week wasn't so fun. We did the tournament fighters and woo, doggy. That was tough.
I wouldn't say it wasn't fun, but it was...
Half of it was fun.
Yeah, half of it was okay, the other half was pretty bad. But sometimes you gotta play the bad games to really appreciate the good games.
And speaking of good games, we got a treat for y'all here today. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail or the description, we're going to cheat a little bit on this episode. We're doing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past versus Crusader of Centy. Now for the people, Sean, that have never heard of Crusader of Centy, give them a quick little rundown of what it is.
This is the closest thing us Genesis kids had to The Legend of Zelda. It is very, I won't say it's a Zelda clone, but it is very much a Zelda wannabe.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that necessarily in a bad way, but yeah, this is the first game we've done that's not an exact copy. I mean, like literally the same game on both systems or a different version of the same game. These games are clearly, they have nothing to do with each other than one being very heavily inspired by the other, but we wanted to include it anyway. We're both big Zelda fans, we're both big Genesis fans, so this is the only way we can figure out how to make that work.
Exactly. If you're a Zelda fan and you were a Genesis kid growing up, we feel your pain. And if for some reason you haven't ever seen Crusader Centy, we talked about it last year on the podcast when I got my pie. I blew through it. It was even better than I remembered.
Yep.
It is a great game if you like top-down Zelda games. It's so much fun. But now that we got all that out of the way, I'm just so excited I can't contain myself. Let's kick this off. Link to the Past versus Crusader Centy. We are picking up Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past here in the desert temple, the sand temple, whatever you call this.
Yeah, that one.
I've been playing through this recently. Not too far along, but I didn't want us to just be starting from the very beginning of the game when we played it for all y'all. This is literally... Okay. Now, this is a perfect game.
Yes. Sahasrara.
Yeah, I know. I gotta find the treasures. Thanks, Sahara. But if for some reason you've never played this, you're just doing it wrong. I don't know what else to say.
Has Logan gotten around to playing this game yet?
He got the SNES Classic. He really doesn't have an excuse. So I don't know.
Our buddy Logan, we love you, but you're probably the only person in the world that has not yet played this game. If in fact you have not yet played this game.
And if you have, we apologize.
Yes. Spoiler alert.
But yeah, I don't remember everything. The one thing, like I could play... What? I was in the door! I could play Zelda 1 with my eyes closed. I can't play this with my eyes closed. Like I haven't played this enough that I just know it by heart, how to beat it and everything.
Yeah, I still find myself kind of wandering aimlessly through the dungeons when I play this game. Whereas even in like Ocarina of Time, I kind of set out in the right way for the most. I mean, I'll still make mistakes, but like for the most part,
I get that.
I kind of know what I need to do in the dungeons. This game, I still just start exploring, and yeah, I figure it out eventually. But
I don't remember if it's this.
No.
I gotta push this one, I think.
Right.
What? He can hurt me if I walk into him?
Oh yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't remember which one. I know you. Sometimes you just gotta figure things out. There we go.
Whoop. Okay. Ah! Oh, the music in it. Oh,
well,
do I even have? Yeah, okay. The music in this game is phenomenal.
As with any Zelda game, don't.
I just want.
Well, that's okay. There you
go. Faerie. Yeah, why would I set it free? I'm not a charity. I'm trying to save the world. And the reason that we've said many times, I don't know if we'll ever do a top 10 list of our top 10 consoles, but spoiler alert, we've already said what number 1 is. These games just still hold up. Like, the Nintendo games don't hold up. The NES games, I should say. They don't hold up. The 8-bit games don't hold up like these do.
They don't, but at the same time, a lot of...
But they hold up better than PS1.
Well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of even newer systems, much newer than the SNES, I also think the games don't hold up.
Ah, crap. This is where I came from. It's up here. See, I knew I came from a top door. I thought it was this door.
How have you already lost that much health since you got that fairy?
The stupid BMOS... Oh, I already went here, too. The BMOS took away 2 hearts.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, my. There we go.
Alright, this looks like... Wake up.
Nope.
Oh, too early. Try that again. Can you go back in your home? Oh, gosh.
You missed.
Exactly what I meant to do. Oh, you...
Just do a...
Oh, that's got to be a key right there, right?
Yeah. I don't know if it's...
Go. I will say, one of the funny things about this, control-wise, that I've never...
Speaking of controls. Yeah, I think you just got... No, I think you just got to kill them.
That I've never understood is why they didn't...
How do you already have the ice rod?
Oh, because somebody told me, Sarasahala told me, after he told me to go down by Lake Hylia.
Yeah.
Hylia. I say Hylia. You say Hylia.
No, I say Hylia.
No, I know. You potato. What? Potato? Is that, am I even? Tomato is what I meant to say. But he said there's a secret over there, and I just found a wall to bomb. And I was like, okay, this is.
Just charge, spin attack. Okay, yeah, you already got it.
Alright, I already got the key.
Oh yeah, you have a key.
Yeah, I have key. I didn't want to do that. Did I do that? Yep, I'm screwed.
Bam! Forfeit.
Al Forfeit. There we go. Now we're making progress. Yeah, all right. Now we're cooking with gas.
Run. Bam. Big key.
Gotta be. Yes! Alright, so now we go back to the big key door. What, actually, don't tell me. I don't remember who the boss is in this one.
Who is the boss?
Tony Danza.
Oh no, I remember now.
X. It shouldn't be X. You should be able to have 2 items at one time.
Yeah.
And select should do the map. It's not that difficult.
They figured it out eventually.
They did. Oh, I can't move target. You can hit me. Okay. Here. This way. There we go. Go. Ah, now we go out and we lift up the rocks. Okay, I'll let you take over from here.
Let's do it.
So when was the last time you played through this all the way?
All the way?
Or played it? Because I know you were thinking about getting
I
on
started
your 3DS
a new game
forever ago, and you never did because we thought we were
I never got
a console.
I stopped after the first level on my Pi. I started doing something. Oh, I started this, and then I ended up just doing Terranigma, which I also haven't yet finished. Hey. Okay. But in all honesty, I've probably beaten this game. I don't know if I've beaten this game more or fewer times than Ocarina. I mean, yeah, Ocarina. I've probably beaten Ocarina more just because I owned it.
Yeah.
This game I've probably beaten 4 or 5 times all the way through. What?
Oh boy. One of these rooms.
You.
I hate these rooms. Those are hearts. I don't know if you got the time.
You lied to me! Oh, I got a fairy anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What kind of pictures are you going to form? No! Almost walked right
Wow, how did you not get hit? So...
No, that one came at me fast. Bam. There's one.
One has to be a key, right? Oh my god. We don't have to. I was gonna say. I've definitely played Zelda. I've probably beaten Zelda 1 25 times. If not, probably more than that. I think I've probably beaten this 4 or 5 times is all. But I mean, it's also a much longer game. I mean, you can beat Zelda 1 unless you're...
A few hours.
Unless you're Logan.
Not even. Well, yeah, probably a few.
That would not the right one.
Okay, good.
You can beat it in probably 3 hours if you know what you're doing and you don't try to 100% it and just do everything, which is what 100% means. But this, I mean, this is a solid 15-hour game. It's for back in the day, 12 to 15 hours, I would say. And for back in the day, wow, this game was long.
Oh, get in there.
Jeez.
Gotta be in. Okay.
Another one of
Gotta be
these.
in, of course. Alright, not waiting for this.
Nope.
Wait, maybe I will. Let's see if this is a hard.
You lied to me.
Get in there!
No. Now you gotta fight the red guy and the green guys.
Just the red guy.
Oh, and then the wall move. Sorry, spoiler alert. Oh, I love this game so much. Yeah, just... Oh, wait, no, I don't know. Oh, wait, no, because we don't have the... We don't have the hammer yet. So it's not the helmet sword.
No, you'll know what it is. And you'll remember it.
I mean, I'm trying to think because you got the power glove. There's no boss you need the power glove for.
I don't think I need that might come.
Oh, the jumping fireball.
Yeah. Well, it's not a fireball. It's just
Okay, I remember them from Zelda 1. That's what I was thinking. The boss of the third dungeon is the worst
Your
boss
favorite?
in Zelda history. Do you have as much trouble with him as I do?
I don't know if you just have less patience than I do, but you certainly seem to hate him more than I do. So I don't know if you struggle with him.
It seems
more
like
than
I always get knocked
I don't
down.
particularly like him.
I get knocked down 5 to 6 times against me.
But
If
you
you
get
don't
up
know,
again?
yeah, like not Andrew. Who was it? Tumblewumpa,
Chump thumping.
If you don't know who we're talking about,
Come on,
just
holy
look up.
moly! I don't think they took this many hits.
Yeah, you can't.
I'll probably keep hitting different ones.
We're talking about Moldorm, who is when I played, Link Between Worlds when I got it for Christmas.
I haven't killed one of them yet.
Moldorm is nowhere near as bad in Link Between Worlds. I don't know why. Oh,
kidding
and
me?
when I fought him in Link's Awakening, he wasn't pushing.
I don't know.
This is ridiculous.
Is this like the Master Quest?
No.
Hey!
There we go. You probably hit them all.
Yeah, they're probably all one hit away. Wow.
Nailed it. Oh,
Come on. I wish you wouldn't bounce like
Yep.
crazy when you hit them.
well, that's why Moldorm is so tough too.
Yeah.
Not you don't bounce him, but if you don't hit the right part of his tail, you bounce. Oh god, fairy. God,
Did you call me?
He called me a Mary.
I jumped over the puddle and I did this. I'm gonna die! Okay. Die! Come on!
Wow.
Holy moly.
Desert Temple completed. We'll play a little bit of the overworld before we switch
Catch
to
it.
Crusader of Centy. You gotta catch it. If something falls from the sky in a video game, you have to catch it. Castlevania, Mario 3, Link to the Past, Zelda 2 even, I think. Don't you get a thing that falls?
It doesn't fall. It's the little diamond, and then it just lands in the little sculpture thing. But
We won the pendant of power. No, we went
go
out.
for the last
we
one.
took that thing. Ding! So like I said, we'll do a little bit of the overworld. Is that a dark world thing?
Yeah, but I'm trying to think if there's any point to it in the light world.
I mean, it doesn't look
Maybe
like
that's a place you could have gotten to from inside. I don't know.
I think we got everything.
Well, let's walk around. Let's not step on that.
Yep. I hate the vultures. Should I have a better shield than this?
I think there's only 2.
It's just that and the reflective shield or whatever it's called. This sleepy guy here. Oh, now you can lift, but you can't lift the big ones yet, or can you?
I think you can lift anything that's that color.
Okay. Oh,
but I can't lift
ones.
that one.
Do you throw that to the fairy godmother? Is that how you get the better mitt?
What?
The well of
mitt.
wishing. Yeah.
I thought you meant throw the rock.
No.
I'm like, no, you wouldn't appreciate that.
And you can't pick it up, also. I already got that heart piece. As annoying as it is for the gameplay, I like that you do slow down when you're walking through the grass.
Come on.
It was fun going back and playing this after playing Link Between Worlds because the map is the exact same, at least the light world.
Right.
There's secrets in the same places in both games, but they're usually they're different. They're not the same thing. That's what different means. This game is just perfect. Like
Yeah. Come on.
And you can't temper your sword till you get to the dark world, right? Because you got to find the other guy.
You can't temper the sword. You can't. You only temper the master
You
sword.
get the master sword. That's right. You got to beat the next one, and then you get the master sword.
I don't know where I'm going. I'm just walking around.
We're just showing off the most. The game's beautiful. Ooh.
Oh, that was. Let's see. I thought there was something up there.
There's something in the graveyard, I think. I want to say.
Come on. Thank you.
Yeah, it's tough before you get the master sword. Another reason the game's so iconic, I talked about how good the music is, but it's not just how good the music sounds. There you go. It's also the fact that. Oh, are you heading towards the tower here?
Yeah, might as well.
That this is the game where a lot of these themes came to be these themes, and they stayed there for the rest of the series. Like you had the. What the heck? Oh, we don't. You got to get a hook shot? Or did you just
No,
go?
I just can't go
okay.
that way. Come on. I feel like the sword is way too small.
That's exact. See, after I got done playing Link Between Worlds, that's how I felt. I was like, damn, I don't have a good range of motion with this thing. A hitbox, if you will.
Watch your step. Oh, come on.
Thanks,
Shut up,
old
old
man.
man. Oh, you told me to turn.
I don't want to steer you wrong. Whoops, I steered you wrong. Now here come the little mini mold worms, right?
Yes.
Turn right here.
Yeah.
So she's one of the 7 sages, if you will.
Oh, yeah, because I have an old man.
'Cause you got the old
Like,
man.
why am I so slow?
I was like, are you stuck on the wall? Those stupid things. Is there any way to kill those things? Because they're in Link Between Worlds also.
I think if you have the powder, I think if you throw them on them, they die. I talk too much.
Yeah, you do. Now, shut up.
Got the mirror.
Now, what does that do, Sean?
That takes you, well, in the light world, it does nothing, but it brings you back from the dark world. Which is where I'm going to end up here eventually. Don't hit me. Let's go.
Ooh.
Get a nice view from the top here.
2 hours later. God, it's so pretty.
There's a bunch of trees down there.
Lots of diamonds or something. Ooh, that you got to get to that from the dark world, I think. Speaking of the Dark World, this is good. I'm glad we get to show this off. What?
What happened to me?
Sean, you're a wabbit.
Wascally wabbit.
What happened, Sean?
I don't have the whatever it is, the thing yet. Look at that. Piece of heart.
Yeah, what is it that you get?
Is it? Oh, it's some kind of a stone, like a pearl, not a pearl, but some kind of a stone. And here we are, the Tower of Hera. We're not gonna beat this level. This level is long, difficult, with the worst boss ever. Google it. Google Link to the Past Moldorm. But no, you'll see people that are good at it. Don't do that. Yeah, I mean, you hate Moldorm more than I've ever heard. Not that I hear a lot of people talk about Moldorm, but I've never heard anybody talk about Moldorm as negatively as you.
Maybe I'm better now than I used
I don't
to be.
like it. Get away from me. I don't like mini Moldorm.
Maybe he wouldn't be as bad now.
Oops, that was stupid.
Although I'm worse at video games than I used to be.
Man.
But as much as I hate Moldorm, I like this dungeon because it's puzzle
Zelda.
Yeah. Whereas that last one wasn't. I'm not a fan of the desert dungeon. Can you not knock them down those holes?
You can.
Can a brother get a freaking heart? Oh yeah, you got that thing.
That's great. That is a heart.
Then you go.
What? That's so much fun. I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet.
Well, no, judging by the fact that that's the boss.
Oh!
Watch the fire guys. Twisting fire.
Fire guy. Got the map.
Nice. That was the no look. You have the key.
Got the key.
Do you prefer Breath of the Wild over this?
It's so...
Gosh, do you have to outlast everything, or is there a button?
I don't think I will ever have the feeling that Breath of the Wild gave me. I will never get that from another game.
Yeah.
This game's... Oh, no.
Wow.
This game's awesome. But it's just Breath of the Wild is something just truly special.
Wow.
But it's also the kind of thing... I can't say I won't that I won't start Breath of the Wild over, because I will at some point.
Yeah.
It's almost just as fun. Like, I'm so far, even though I beat it, I'm so far from, like, completing it that I have no need to start it over anytime soon.
Right.
But part of me just kind of wants to.
Okay. There's got to be two. Nice.
Hey.
Well, that would have been nice if we weren't. Have you seen how these guys online, they do these, here are these links. I had 2 bottles.
Come on.
I forgot they show up on one thing in this. These Link to the Past randomizer runs. Where everything is different. I mean, they're just mods and ROMs and stuff.
Right.
What item do we get in here?
All you get is the thing that lets you go to the Dark World. It's nothing fun. It's nothing that you get to use. It just lets you...
Where the hell's the hook shot?
I don't know! It's not till... It's the first level of
in the dungeon. Shnikes. You're dead.
Where's my...
Is that working? Oh,
I thought I was...
What the hell? How'd you just get hurt?
How did I get hurt? Because I was standing on the block.
Mr. Chort!
Alright, so now...
Go to the other one.
There's
not another one.
Arg! Come on! I'm gonna go back.
Hit it and go back. Oh my god.
Run. Oh, you...
I mean, you got a fairy, but
mean,
I'd rather save it.
That's what
The good thing, remember, when you get to Moldorm, though, it's all
pipes.
There's hearts everywhere. But they don't respawn when you fall down. That's another thing that annoys me. You know what? We've gone this far. Who cares? I knew this was going to be a long episode.
Just beat Mulder?
Or at least get to him. I hate these guys. I hate them in every game that they're in. What are they? What are they called? They're not Octoroks.
I don't know what they are.
They're a pain in my keister.
I don't think I'm like super close to Mulder. I mean, we can still beat it if you want, but
Well, we'll see.
you just stay.
Yeah, you just leave me alone.
Hey,
Stop
the beeping.
Freaking beeping. Alright. I think this is the level below Mulder. Maybe we're not going to get to Mulder. I forgot. I forget how it throws you off when you see the big door.
Right, because in this you get the big key to open doors and the item chest, whereas in like Ocarina and pretty much any other one,
It's the boss door.
all it does is get you into the boss.
Yeah. There's got to be hearts.
Yeah.
This is the perfect time to
There we go.
Oh, and do you still got to do the dark place with the fire dinosaur guys? Is that in this one, or is that a different
Dark place with the
The
fire.
dark room?
Oh, I don't think that's still the Dark World. Like one of the Dark World levels.
This is the.
But crap, I should have paid attention.
It's that.
I know, but there's where all the hearts are.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey, yo! Oh, I don't remember there being a bomb.
No, it's fake, because they're all over. Okay. I'm gonna fall and see what happens.
Yeah.
But is it in the right location? Yes. Don't touch it! Crap. Poop. Alright, let's go back up. Moonstone. Is that what it's called?
Moon Pearl. Moon Pearl.
Moon Pearl. I knew it was a stone.
We'd
I
get
mean,
there.
I knew it was a pearl.
I knew we'd get there eventually.
Oh, you go! That burned for a lot longer than I thought it would.
Let me walk into it twice.
I thought I had that invincibility after I got hit. I do not. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 7 hearts. That's pretty good. Now,
So what did I screw? I think I fell. I need to fall this side of it. I think that's where I screwed up. Because I went from the bottom, so I landed. Yeah. Bam.
yeah, you started from the bottom.
Moon Pearl. But still, that doesn't help me beat this level.
No, that's it.
I mean, I needed that, but...
Well, that's just, but like the.
Oh yeah, if I go up, I'm at Mulder.
You're at Mulder. That's what I'm saying.
Correction.
Yes.
You're at Mulder. I'm not sure if you can even kill those guys. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's like they just don't die. The red ones.
Yeah.
Unless you do that.
Port. Oh, is there not a thing?
You have to go down like 2 floors, I think.
Don't fall in the hole.
Well, yeah, I think you might want to, because I don't even think there's one here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you gotta fall down again.
Oh my gosh. Again, I don't know why I said I like this level. It's not just Moldorm.
It is Zelda not personified. It's a very
just
Zelda
yeah.
level. It's a good mix of action and puzzles.
Pork beans.
Shake, bake, pork, beans,
But again,
pat.
I think now I've just psyched myself out so much that I'm probably never going to get a hit in on this giant.
I think it's the opposite way. You're going to destroy him without even falling down once. That's what I think.
Alright, let's get some hearts. I love that they know that they made this boss too annoying. That they give you 12 hearts. And the boss music is just so freaking good in this game.
Look at that parallax.
Whoa.
You got this.
No.
Oh no. Oh no. I I get why you hate Moldorm. It'd be funny if they had a... There's
So-
like one square where if you could fall, that you would fall all the way to the beginning of the level. That'd be kind of funny.
So do I need to step on the thing? Or does it not matter? Does everything reset when you leave this?
Step on what thing?
Step on a store.
Why would you step on the stuff?
So I don't fall down that hole again.
Oh. It's just because of where you... Oh, because you fell...
Like, I don't. When I leave this
You
floor,
can
do
try
the stars
stepping on it.
reset?
Try stepping on it, because you didn't step on it before. Yeah, that hole's going to be there regardless.
Oh, that one didn't move?
No.
Okay.
So I think if you fall through that hole as opposed to off the edge, yeah, you go down twice.
I hate that freaking noise. I hate everything about this guy. Really stupid. Right in my face.
But he only takes like...
No, he takes like 6 hits, even when
Say,
it's a
like-
spin attack. No, no.
Wow. Just don't beat yourself back into a corner. I don't know what I just said.
Don't beat yourself.
See, that was pretty forgiving.
Oh. Now he gets fast. No, one more. He gets fast.
Oh! Well, shut the table.
Collapse. Maybe while you're...
Get him!
Maybe when you're in
It's like
another
one more hit.
continent, I'll
Maybe
fix the
2.
table.
No. No.
I'm out of fairies too.
Yeah!
Leap to the past.
He only fell one
Suck
time.
it, Moldorm.
Catch it, you better catch it, you better catch it.
You have to repeat the boss if you don't catch it. Any final thoughts before we switch over?
What else is there to say? It's perfect.
It's absolutely perfect.
It's... We've talked about this game plenty over the years. It's perfect. But Crusader of Centy is pretty good.
Let's see how good it is. All right, here we go with the Crusader of Centy. The Age of Darkness without light. Creatures who wandered this world were later called monsters by humans. They were feared by everyone, meaning humans. No one knows where, when, or how these creatures came to be. Have they been here since the start of humanity? Ellipses. Or were they here since the start of time? Who's to say? Ellipses. Time passes.
2 hours later.
And one day there was a change in the world. We didn't have to do this for Link to the Past because you know Link to the Past. I want you to see what this game's about. A great beam of light struck the earth and diffused through the darkness, filling the earth with light and destiny. Wait, what?
Filled it with destiny.
Most of the monsters had no resistance to light and quickly perished. There's more monsters. A seemingly endless period of time passed 2 hours later. Ellipses.
Seemingly endless period of time indeed.
All right, and then the monsters woke up and then
And
you
then-
had to fight them. Crusader of Centy, also known in Europe and Japan as
Soleil.
Soleil, or that.
Soleil.
Soleil.
I see what you did there.
Yes, this is where I want us to start. I want you, because I feel like
I don't know what I'm doing.
you just
I mean,
go.
like, I know,
This is
but
the
I mean, I
one.
don't know.
This is where you fight the big bad wolf.
Oh, okay. Oh, I like that.
So as you can see,
It is very much Zelda.
it is a Zelda game.
Except you have apples for health instead of hearts. You still have a sword, you have a shield.
I
Top
like
down.
how fast he moves.
He does move fast, yeah.
But what I don't like
And
his,
he's animated very well.
Yes, I don't like his sword swing.
Everything's very smooth. His sword swing is a little slow. I like the wide breadth of it, but be a little faster. Although it does get faster.
Yes. So in this game, you rescue animals and you learn how to talk to them and stuff. Spoiler alert. And then You can team up with them. They give you powers and stuff. And one of those powers, they let you swing a lot faster. I forgot it was this quick to get to him. So again, one of those monsters we hear so much about.
And then he hits himself with a hammer.
And then you have to dodge those.
Oh, just the thing blocked.
Yeah. He's only got 3 apples.
I do like that they show you boss health.
Yes.
Instead of just having you figure it out. And my favorite part about this battle. Ah, poop!
Ah, poop!
Ah, poop.
Oh, Nick and Noah will be laughing hysterically.
2PCO's maximum HP increased. Save Grandma. Fortune teller was just here. She told us to hide in the fireplace because the monster was coming. She also said that you would come. She really does know all. Meet her in the plaza. It almost seems like she's more than human. I wonder.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that'll work.
For the Genesis, when you could only have 64 colors on screen, and when we don't have Nintendo obviously making games for us, this is awesome. This is one of those franchises that we always talk about. Like, a lot of you people think that when you hear Atlas, you think Persona.
Yeah.
Right, Adam and Ernie? I get it.
Oh, Salil. I never.
Oh, really? I thought you were being sarcastic. Oh, okay. Or Soleil. There's no voice acting to it. What did I say? Oh, yeah. We don't think of Persona when we think of Atlas. We think of this game.
We think of this.
And we so badly want this to come back. It's one of those things where, I don't know, it would sell like gangbusters, but I mean, when you see things like Blossom Tail and stuff that are just that do so well.
Right, it doesn't need to be a
It's just a $20 game.
Today's graphic, like it could be, like a Blossom Tail. Just
like
bring
Ocean
it back, but still retro style. Except I wonder how many people would actually.
Right. I don't know if it's just like if you scour retro forums and stuff, there's a lot of people that are like, oh man, this game, like people like this game, but it's not. I mean, it's never mentioned to the all-time greats.
The music is also very good.
It is.
Not the sound of it. I mean, the sound's not bad, but
Is he talking yet?
he's talking, but I'm not listening.
No, it's for free. Oh, you are the one who will change the fate of the world. There will be a great change upon yourself. From this moment on, you will only be able to speak to animals and plants. Seek their help and harness their special powers. You must try to see what you were not able to see before. I don't know what this accent is. It's like Russian mixed with Chinese. You must lead the future.
Like
it may be difficult.
Pomerantsev.
Do not give up. So as you can see, I just asked, can you talk to that guy yet?
Hey, what?
You can't, but now you can. Wow, that guy's just disappeared. I don't know. Does he somebody, or is that it? Talk to. Why don't you talk to that?
What?
Just like the fortune teller.
Iris. I guess we should remember that.
A great Goo Goo Dolls.
I like how the flowers are like dancing too. Or it appears that way.
I don't remember what's over here. Is this like a
It
mini
just
game?
leads you back out.
Oh, okay.
So obviously one big difference between this and Zelda is the overworld. I would say besides if you collectively add all of the overworld pieces together, it's not that much smaller than Link to the Past. It's not as big, but it's comparable at least.
It's just different. Doing it more as like a Mario 3, Mario World kind of a thing, where everything you click on is like a level.
Yeah, I mean, the limitations of the Genesis in full display there, but again,
there's little buddy.
we take what we can get. It does look like little buddy.
But yeah, and I'm sure they had to have saved a lot of money and time coding it this way to where it's instead of an overworld, it's map based, you know.
So this is essentially your item screen. It'll fill up with animals you can get, and you can set them to either A or B. You can use one or two of them together, and they just kind of follow you. They have their own little powers. I think Mac, he like bites the enemies. He's just kind of your
He's your little
trusty
buddy.
companion. Did I call him? No, I called him Mac.
You called
Wait,
him.
did I call him buddy? His power's pretty useless. He's just your dog, and he's just
a dog.
He's your dog. I mean, he doesn't need good powers.
No. He's a good boy.
Alright, back to Dahlia Valley we go. I think. Let's see how much of this game I actually remember.
Yeah, I actually don't remember. You played through it more recently than I did.
I will say I won't spoil anything. By the way, if you want to play this game, go ahead and try to find it on eBay. You
better hope you win Mega Millions or Powerball or something, because it is
not cheap.
hundreds of dollars.
Or there are other ways you could play the game.
We don't advocate
No.
anything. We did.
But you should play this game. But if you haven't and you intend to someday, I won't spoil anything for you. But this game actually gets kind of emotional, and I had forgotten.
Is
like,
great. Yeah.
there's this one part in particular.
Towards the end, in the church.
Yeah, the church part. For anybody that has played the game, is
You know what
familiar
I'm
with it.
talking
It's like, I mean, when I played through, I was like, oh god, like it
Yep.
tugs at the old heartstrings.
You're like, well, I did not expect it to go that way. Oh yeah, because this is where you learn a new skill up here. You're going on the right path. I think, yeah.
Yeah, but I
now
can't
you
remember if
can
there's a
tell.
boss
No,
fight.
it was just that
I
crappy
just
wolf.
leave into the next area. I will not help a human. They can't be true.
They can't
Stead.
space, be true.
No, not him. He is such a kind person, and I trust him. So please help. He is your master. Only language separates us. Very true.
I mean, there's more than language, but
Well, I mean,
and this is funny. This
Bam!
rabbit's like, yeah, well, screw you, human. Now figure out how to jump.
there we go. I figured it out. You hit B.
Yay! Two peaks, jump. And it is nice to be able to jump in this also.
I don't really know.
Anemone.
That's where we go?
Anemone.
Anemone? I think there's a bunch of anemones.
Like, this music's great.
Ooh, let's see if I can show off a nice little cameo
Oh yeah, he's up here.
from our good friend.
Lounging.
What?
A little bit of slowdown. Hit that.
I know you. What the?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I can. This actually is one of my favorite musics from the game.
Yeah. The reason I like it, it reminds me of the person we're about to see.
You can see his foot.
That guy looks familiar. That's a
Who is
familiar
it?
looking foot. It's weird.
Let's find out.
I hope he's in the new Smash.
Look at that. Just taking in a nice vacation from Dr. Robotnik, hanging out at the beach. All these starfish know better than to mess with him. But I'm gonna mess with them. I don't really know. I gotta get up there. Even the water, that looks pretty good.
Well, and the footprints too is cool.
Yeah. Oh, I was right there. I don't know why I went down. This game, I will say one downfall. I almost never, unless I'm in a pinch, I almost never just use my normal sword swing. Unless I know it's like a wussy enemy that I can kill one hit, I'm throwing my sword at all times. How did he know what to do?
Everything is 3.
Daddy fat. Yes. Try to lift that board. But I don't know
But Daddy,
how.
I don't know how. Roger that. Just a beat. There is no try, there is only do.
Chupko. A in front of the object you want to lift.
A is it.
Look at that. You can throw stuff now.
Thanks,
That was
Daddy
handy.
Fant. Daddy Fant.
I don't like this area.
I don't like this area one bit, so we'll play through this for a little bit, and then we'll move over to the scoreboard. I heard a sad voice from the looks strong. Why don't you move that rock? Man, if only I knew how to lift stuff. Oh, I can do anything I put my mind to.
Just throw out that doubt.
Throw out the snail.
See, when I see a little slug like that, and I can't kill it with one hit, I'm like, I don't like my sword. I'm just gonna, well, I don't like swinging it. I'm gonna throw it.
Yes, this is where the wind comes in. So there's one over here, forget. What?
No, that's the time.
Oh, yeah. This actually sounds like it could have been in the Sonic game too, now that I think about it. I would say this is actually, this kind of worked out the way we're doing. This is kind of the equivalent of the third temple in A Link to the Past. With the way this one's, I mean, it's outside and stuff, but the way it's set up, how it's all... Oh, I should have.
Now, I will say, this place looks awfully monochromatic. Again, limitations of the Genesis, but as a whole, this game is actually pretty pretty.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then when the wind comes, you gotta go and do deep. You go wee boom! And then you gotta wait. And then you gotta charge. That little guy. Keep going. There you go. I hate those guys, those little shrimps or whatever they are.
I think they're shrimp.
Oh, yeah. Said no one ever. What the heck? No, I know, but...
Oh, you get it later.
Oh, I knew it was gonna happen. It's good that they can't blow you into the water. Otherwise, I wouldn't have jumped. Nope. I love how little buddy is just back there just jumping. What? It's just money?
Bang. Yeah, I guess that's all it was. Backtrack. Eventually. Do
That was later.
Just jump again at this.
Oh, to go all the way over there?
Go, 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 go. One more. There you go. Oh, I guess you had plenty of time.
Don't hit little buddy. Oh, this was done. I don't remember. Okay. Come on. Okay. All right, where else can we go? Hey. There we go. Boom. Oh, come back, come back. Where'd you go? Crap. I don't remember. Is it here?
Nope, that's where
There we go. Peace. Oh gosh. You stupid thing. Stupid shrimps.
I do like the sound when he gets hit.
Wow! Wow!
Okay, that went up there.
I don't think I can do anything here.
Apple.
By the way, the one thing I don't like about this game is the shield is just for looks.
It does absolutely.
It does literally nothing.
That's true. I never really thought about that before. I mean, I probably
didn't
thought about it.
I didn't think about it until I played it the last time. So now do I go back over there?
Now you go that way.
I go this way? Do this.
You can tell Atlas isn't quite as good at coming up with puzzles as Nintendo.
As
They're
the
just kind of like,
masters.
let's just have a lot of backtracking just for backtracking's sake.
We didn't get a Metroid game either, so let's just put some Metroidvania elements in here. There was no Metroidvania in this game. You know what I mean.
This is Metroid.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
I don't remember which way it goes.
Go down. Yeah, do a little Bloodborne shortcut. Bam. Now you're back to the beginning if you want it.
Do they ever drop apples or do they only drop coins?
I don't know if enemies ever drop.
Get you on the way back. There. Yeesh.
Are you trying to beat the boss?
I don't know. I don't even remember what the boss is. The octopus.
I got this here pretty close, but I don't remember. Ah, you're gonna need that.
Yeah.
Throw out all doubt. Pick up whatever that is. Piece of flotsam. Maybe jetsam.
Maybe jetsam. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. Why is that like, it's like homing? When you say show me. Homing. Arg!
I don't know that you need it. I think it just gets you to like an extra, like a green. Oh, you can.
That was bad.
Poor time.
Oh, I don't like being stuck on this thing.
Go,
with
go,
these
go,
guys.
go, go, go! Yeah, because now you can just use that.
There's my
Whoa!
jetsam. Jeez, buddy.
I do wish you could change the name of animals.
I just love that we're calling him buddy. Oh boy. Nope. Play out doubt, okay? If I throw it, will the wind take it? I don't want to take the chance.
You better jump! It's just...
Is he bouncy?
No, you just land. He just looks really bouncy.
Whoa.
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 Alright, yeah, this should be a boss. Remember, it's octopus and you get
Yeah.
chili.
So the bosses aren't exactly as intimidating as they are in Legend of Zelda?
No, they're pretty cartoony looking.
Not many.
This one doesn't say poop though. This is where you get your first animal.
Your first,
friend
like, actual
that actually,
animal.
yeah, that actually does stuff. No offense, buddy.
He's cute though.
These graphics are actually pretty impressive.
Yep.
It's kind of like, it's not Mode 7, but it's kind of, it's really just that. But it looks good.
It's
for
nothing, but for the
Genesis.
Genesis, it's more than we thought we could get. And
Fan. His name is just Octopus.
you good for nothing penguin. No chili!
There he is.
Oh, kill you, island, blah, 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 a terrible monster. For everything we got, just said you join me, but hope you better leave the fortune today. Even if you say no. Unfortunately. Chili the penguin joins the penguin. This is where they tell you
You're gonna need it.
each one gives you power. I like the way they did that. It's a different take for sure. That makes no sense that we just ended up back there. But that is Crusader of Centy. Any final thoughts, Sean, before we go to the scoreboard?
It's a fantastic game. I'm forever grateful that we had this growing up. It will always hold a special place in my heart. Not unlike Zelda, obviously. But if you haven't played this game and you fancy yourself a Zelda fan, find a way to check it out. It starts a little slowish, but it's very good. It's short.
Yeah,
You could probably beat this game in, what, 5 hours?
5-6 hours.
Yeah.
Once you get through the first part of the game, there's like a training grounds you go through that's kind of boring, and you got to go back to the town a few times. Once you get to where we're at, or actually where we started this, I would say, you can kind of fly through.
Quick, yeah.
And you go back to the training grounds, and you can get extra power-ups once you get a few other power-ups that let you, get better and whatever. Yeah, definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, now it's time. Go to the scoreboard. All right, Sean. On every episode of Versus, we end it by scoring these games in 3 categories: presentation, gameplay, replay value. I think it's clear who wins it all. It's a clean sweep, Link to the Past, bing, bing, bing. It's
We've said many times Link to the Past is a perfect game. Like, there are 10 out of 10 games, and then there are perfect games. And you can make the argument that it's the best game of all time.
Many people have. Yep.
Yeah, it's not gonna lose. It's not gonna lose any of these categories. Clean sweep for Zelda. Let's hear it for Zelda.
Yay! But I want to talk about Crusader of Centy. Because we knew going into this, we knew what was going to win, and we knew it was probably going to be a clean sweep. Because Zelda, like I said, the graphics, they're just so pretty. You can see they just pop with color. It's like we've seen a lot of times in this series. Even if you're playing the identical games, like if you play Mega Turrican versus Super Turrican, or if you play, I don't know, Ninja Turtles versus Turtles, Hyperstone Heist versus Turtles in Time, whatever, the Super Nintendo version, it's just brighter. It's more, the colors are more vibrant. Everything just looks better. It pops better.
Yep.
That's true with Link to the Past. The sound is amazing. Like I said, it's probably the best soundtrack in any game ever created, and the controls are perfect. The only thing I would change is have X be an item instead of be the map, because it just doesn't make any sense. But Crusader Centy is a game that we really think has been overlooked, and what we wanted to do with this is, we wanted to compare it and contrast it, but we wanted to show everybody out there what we loved being Sega kids, not having our own Zelda game. The closest thing to it was this. And I still think the game, we both beat it not that long ago, like we talked about. The game holds up.
It definitely does. I think it was the first game, Contra 3 was the first game that I played through in its entirety when I got my Pi, but I think this was the second one. And honestly, I was not even that much looking forward to it. I just wanted to play it and experience it and reminisce and whatever. Yeah. But then it hooked me back in, and I ended up playing through the whole thing pretty quickly. That's where the big key is. But God, it is a really good game. It's possibly, if not probably, the best Genesis game? I mean, it's certainly up there.
It is up there. It is definitely, I would say, probably top 3.
It's got to be top 3.
Because you've got Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 are right up there. You've got Gunstar Heroes, which I think you need to go, because I think you're forgetting how amazing that game is.
Yeah.
But it's no worse than 4 or 5. I think we both like it better than Beyond Oasis.
Yeah.
Beyond Oasis is another game. Go check that out. But that one actually is pretty popular. We don't think it's as good a game. We had them both growing up. We love them both. But
Crusader Centy, not like Zelda.
No, Crusader Centy is more of a Zelda game, whereas that's just a top-down action-adventure game with like quarter circle motions and stuff. It's just it's just different.
What kind of sucks is that this was very near the end of the life of the Genesis.
Yeah, this came out in '94. Yeah.
And it's kind of like there's no reason. I mean, I don't understand the technical aspect of it, but to me, there's no reason that this game couldn't have come out on Genesis in 91, 92, closer to when Link to the Past came out. And it's like, who knows? Maybe if it did, for all I know, this game wasn't even a hit. I know it was reviewed well. I think it was like a critical success. I don't remember if it was big with if it sold well. But it's a fantastic game, and it's like, if this just came out a couple years earlier, who knows? I mean, we may never even gotten a Crusader 2, but maybe it would have spawned off some other Zelda clones on the Genesis. Right. But instead, we're left wondering what it might have been.
And wishing it would come back.
Yeah.
Atlas, if you're listening to us, come on.
Bring it back.
Bring it back. You got the rights. Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
I love the game. We both love the game. But there's really no comparing. To me, Link to the Past is still, it's probably my second favorite game of all time. I think there's only one game better, and if you've been watching, you know what that is. It's just so good. It, like I said, it holds up. We've talked. There's really nothing else we can say.
Yeah, I mean, I could talk about Zelda all day. It's a perfect game. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say?
Yeah. If you want to know more about Link to the Past, though, go search our channel. We did a special quick hit edition on A Link to the Past on its 25th anniversary last year. So go ahead, just search quick hits. Link
we
to
said
the Past.
everything there is to say on that video.
Yep. But yeah, if you've never played Crusader of Centy and you like Zelda-ish games, give it a chance. Download it. Play it on an emulator. I just said it. Who cares? We're not monetized. What are they going to do? Play it on an emulator. The game is worth playing. And like we said, hang in there a little bit to get through the slow start, and it gets really good from there.
Yeah.
But obviously, so the winner of this week, Sean, is...
Link to the Past.
That's it for another episode of Versus. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you could, make sure you hit that like button down there. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. Share the video with your friends and family. And we really appreciate you guys watching. This series has been a lot of fun. We've only got one game left in this series for the first season of Versus, don't we, Sean?
We sure do, Kevin. Now, where do we stand? Is it 4-4 and a tie?
We are now tied.
We're actually tied.
4-4 and a double knockout with Street Fighter. So actually, we planned on doing 10 episodes, and we thought it might end in a tie, or maybe Super Nintendo would win 6-4. But now we are actually going into the last game of the Versus series in a dead heat. So come back next week, see which 16-bit console wins the overall Versus matchup. And until that time, Sean, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing.